Have you ever wondered why God himself called a certain group of people a thorn in Israel's side? Why a mysterious tribe lived on a mountain that even the Israelites feared? Why their fortress, Jerusalem, stood untouched for centuries, like a spiritual stronghold that refused to bow to anyone? Today, we dive into the mystery of the Jebusites, a people so ancient, so hidden, so spiritually fortified, that the Bible mentions them over 40 times, yet reveals almost nothing about who they truly were. But here's what will shake you. Jerusalem, yes, the holy city, the city of David, the place where Jesus died and resurrected, the city where the final battles of prophecy will unfold, was originally a Jebusite fortress, a city they built, a city they defended with supernatural confidence, a city they believed no one on earth could ever take from them. And for hundreds of years, they were right. The Israelites destroyed armies, kingdoms, giants, but Jerusalem remained untouched. Until one day, David walked in, and everything changed. Who were these people who built the first Jerusalem? Why did they claim they were spiritually untouchable? Why was their land specifically marked by God for destruction? Yet God still allowed a Jebusite to own the mountain, where the Temple of Solomon would one day stand. Tell me, does that sound ordinary to you? Stay with me, because this story will take you deep into ancient tablets, lost archaeological records, mysterious maps of Canaan, and the spiritual conflict behind the city God chose for himself. This isn't just history. This is a Bible mystery that still shapes the world today. Before Israel entered the Promised Land, Canaan was a land of tribes, each with their own gods, rituals, kings, and spiritual secrets. The Jebusites were different. They didn't live in the open plains. They didn't farm the valleys. They built their home on a mountain, a fortified ridge called Zion. In the ancient world, mountains symbolized divine presence, spiritual authority, supernatural power. So when the Jebusites chose a mountain as their home, they weren't just building a city. They were establishing a spiritual throne. According to ancient Near Eastern traditions, they believed that their God lived on that mountain. And because of that, Jerusalem wasn't just a capital, it was a mystical fortress. Still with me? Good. Because here's where the mystery widens. The Israelites attempted to conquer Jerusalem multiple times, but the Jebusites always held them off. Their walls were thick, their tunnels were secret, their confidence unshakable. When Joshua's armies were sweeping through Canaan, defeating kings left and right, the Jebusites stood untouched. Why? What power did they trust? What did they know that others didn't? Fast forward to the time of the Judges. Israel is in the land. The Canaanite nations are falling, but Jerusalem still standing. Judges 1:21 says something chilling. The children of Benjamin did not drive out the Jebusites, so the Jebusites dwell with the children of Benjamin in Jerusalem to this day, meaning even after God commanded their removal, even after Israel grew stronger, the Jebusites still lived comfortably on God's mountain. Why? Because their fortress wasn't just physical. Their identity, their pride, their rituals, everything about them was tied to that mountain. They believed they were chosen to guard it. They believed the land was spiritually theirs. And here's something the Bible hints at. The Jebusites were not ordinary Canaanites. Many scholars believe they were descendants of the ancient Hurrian people, a mysterious, highly spiritual civilization connected to mountain rituals and ancient deities. The Hurrians were known for priest kings, spiritual warfare, sacred mountains, divine kingship rituals, ancient covenant rites. Suddenly, the Jebusite confidence begins to make sense. They weren't just defending a city, they were guarding a spiritual inheritance. When David finally became king over all Israel, he didn't immediately build palaces. He didn't expand territories. He didn't sit to celebrate. His mind went straight to one thing: Jerusalem, the Jebusite fortress, the city no one could touch. As David approached, the Jebusites laughed at him from the walls. They mocked him, insulted him, declared they were spiritually untouchable. They even said, "Even the blind and the lame can defend this city against you." Why were they so confident? Because the fortress of Zion had never fallen. Not once, not to giants, not to armies, not even to Joshua. But David knew something different. He wasn't just fighting for land. He was fighting for the place where God's presence would rest. And here comes the breakthrough. David discovered something the Jebusites thought no one knew. A secret tunnel, the Warren's shaft, an underground passage leading straight inside the fortress, an entrance hidden for centuries. David sent warriors through that shaft. They climbed in the dark, in water, in silence. And when they emerged, the downfall of the Jebusites began. Jerusalem, after hundreds of years, finally belonged to Israel, the very mountain that the Jebusites claimed as spiritually theirs. The mountain they said no one could take became the place where David built his throne. Solomon built the temple. God chose as his eternal dwelling. Jesus taught, died, and resurrected. Prophecy will one day be fulfilled. The Jebusites thought the mountain belonged to them, but the mountain never truly belonged to them. It belonged to God. So, who were the Jebusites? They were the ancient guardians of Jerusalem, a spiritually confident mountain people, a tribe rooted in ancient rituals and divine kingship, a people who held the most important city in the world, long before Israel ever touched it. Their downfall wasn't because they were weak, but because God had chosen that mountain for a purpose far greater than they could understand. Sometimes the places of greatest spiritual conflict become the places of greatest spiritual destiny. Jerusalem wasn't just a city, it was a throne, and only God could choose who sat on it. Now, before you go, if you want more mysteries like this, Bible secrets, forgotten tribes, ancient battles, spiritual puzzles that shape the world today, make sure you subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications, and tell me in the comments, which ancient tribe should we uncover next? Because the Bible is full of mysteries, and we're only just beginning.